Yeah.
I would love to have your dad on here for anything.
The first investment my dad ever made in his house was a new shower head.
No.
I come from a long line of showerers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we take our showers very serious. The first room ever redone in my mom's house in Utah was a shower.
Come on.
The bathroom was fully redone.
And we're underway.
That's actually that's a really good way to start.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow.
Showers. Thanks, guys.
Showers,
Thanks for having
yeah.
me
Welcome,
here.
Blue.
Yeah.
This is we had a lot to say before we even started, and this is nice. I feel like we're all
You
part of one
guys have
soul
probably heard from
tonight.
me already enough about this topic, but I'm happy to come and talk on it more and more and more and more and more.
Never enough.
Never enough talks of showers.
So this is the shower podcast hosted by Blue Weber. We
Thanks
have our
for having
guest,
us, Blue.
guest John Hoplin and myself. So, Blue, take it away.
So first of all, showers. The history of showers, if you guys didn't know this, was by the Mesopotamians, but also the Egyptians. There's some debate on who really started it. And,
You did actually listen. Wow.
The Splurging podcast was the first one that my dad ever listened to. And then after we listened to the Splurging one, I forced him to listen to the very first one, which is you guys debating on the top 5
Yeah.
items and finally coming to a realization. So was showers on both of your top 5?
So you are the host. I love it. No.
Well,
Yes, it was. It truly was. Truly was.
And was it number 1 for both of you? Because you said jam is your number 1.
Yeah, I think showers was probably third for me, but
And there's a term for people who are aficionados of jam. I don't know if you knew this.
jammers.
Polywallops?
Those are called weirdos.
No, they're aficionados of jam who inordinately love jam, I think is the term for it.
Interesting.
Once again, another Brett Weber fact. He's a polywallop.
Do you know how to spell that?
I'm going to just take a really horrible stab at it.
B-R-E-T.
P-O-L-L-Y
L-L-Y.
W-A-L-L-U-P.
Okay.
Polywallop.
Okay. We're off to a hot start.
Jeez. You and Brett need to hang out.
So
Yeah, I actually asked for Brett, but
he was busy.
you can't.
He was city council. You meant to ask for the other Weber.
Yeah.
You ended up with me.
Yeah.
I meant to ask Brett.
Well, today is kind of bittersweet. Mostly sweet. It's this is our season finale. The end of an era.
It's an honor to be here for the end of the second era.
We wanted to learn everything there was to know about showers. One speed bump we came across was that there was no such thing as a shower expert in our semi-expert opinion. Until we looked right under our noses. And this young boy who has been texting us every single week, analyzing every single podcast, Blue Weber.
I don't know if there's such a thing as being a shower expert based on
That was our conclusion as well.
BuzzFeed. Yeah, it doesn't sound like
Not so
Sarah
far.
or was it Megan or Hannah was her name?
Heather.
Heather.
Their names don't matter at this
Yeah,
point.
and I mean they're like
I think
it was like
at least 2 of the 3 in the world might be in this room. And I'm not
17,
talking
17
about
of the
myself,
top
'cause you did all
27
the
tips
research.
were like lotion. Like
Yeah, it was
Lotion?
tough. It was
At
tough.
least 17.
that's a post shower. Like that's post shower experts.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I would say there's a lot of post shower.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or
Well
pre
said.
There's lots
pre-shower
to do
experts.
post-shower. Yeah.
So the shower experts thing was hard for me, but also does that mean that there was maybe pre-internet shower experts? That the digital age has done away with the shower expert?
Why do you think that?
Because it's a young art form, as you guys were saying. It's fairly recent, 1960s or something like that.
Yes.
So what if shower
Called it
experts
an art
started?
form.
Yeah, and I love it.
It
Thank
is.
you. Thank you.
A proper shower is
Oh
an
my
art
goodness.
form.
Yeah.
Because it also depends on season. It depends on time of day. Depends on like your state of mind. Like
I want to take a shower right now.
With you.
so shared showers are a very amazing, fun thing. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten to experience other than being little kids sharing with like cousins.
We do it all the time.
But like honestly, they're a magical experience. And you know, the bigger the shower, the better for the whole thing. I will say, I've sent you pictures of my shower.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you.
I've invested
So
in
good.
holders for multiple items. I think that being able to bring...
And by multiple, you mean dozens.
It depends on what I want in my shower.
I think you need to set this up better. Like,
Yeah.
this is not some picture.
You set it up. Set it up.
Well,
Because
no, you set it up. Can
I'll
you?
set it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Just do it.
The structure of my shower.
Well,
No.
no, the whole situation. Paul and I made our 7th just stupid podcast. Just a stupid idea.
It depends on who you're
I
talking
think it was
to.
like
Who was
I
stupid
think it
to.
ended up being 40 minutes of us talking about our ideal fantasy shower. And
We have no direction. There's no experts out
yeah.
I
there.
have so many notes on all of these. So
we'll get to your notes.
yeah, yes.
I'm just trying to set you up here. 45 minutes talking about our dream shower.
That was the dream shower one?
Yep.
Last one.
We threw it out onto the interweb, and 42 minutes later, I got a text from you, 3 paragraphs of what I thought was your fantasy shower, along with a picture of someone's shower.
Yeah, and I saw the text too, and I thought it was a fantasy shower. We were thinking big during our podcasts.
Podcast, yep, or podcast.
Did I say podcast?
Yep, you did. And so I
But
thought
I saw
that,
the text too, and it did sound fantastical.
yeah, I was like, oh, you. Thank you for listening.
A,
Also,
B.
weird that you got this picture from Google of someone's fantasy shower and sent it to us, but then I read closely, and that is your shower.
That is my
You
shower.
have, I don't know if it's your dream shower, maybe we'll get to that later, but it's like you have some items that Paul and I both brought up in your real shower.
Mm-hmm.
So my question for you is, when and why did you become so into showers?
4
4 years
maybe
old.
5 years old.
Okay.
The basement of my house back in Utah had one of those cube showers. You know, there's like the different shapes of showers, and a pretty tight cube one where
Just standing.
well, still sitting, still able to sit. And I would sit and put my knees up against the other side of it. And so
You just
exactly
you
like you guys
sat
said.
in a
I
standing
always
shower.
sit in
pop the
showers.
squat?
I love sitting in a shower. It's an
My heart is
important
warm.
part
My
of
heart
it.
is warm.
But being able to sit in a shower where, because one of the problems that I have, and you guys addressed it in technologies of showers / dream showers, is the remote control that controls the actual direction. When you're sitting in a tiny shower like that, it's always on every piece of you. You're never, if you can
Interesting.
open the shower head enough,
Yeah.
you're basically at all times being coated in this nice warm water. And so it's actually one of my favorite places to sit if you can find one that fits long enough legs. And I'm not as tall as you guys, but I know what it's like to have to squeeze into a tiny shower. It's still a magical moment. So I would say 4 or 5 in that shower. And it had a window like right outside. So a glass door had the nice little opening above the glass door. I was able to open the window. So in the middle of winter, one of my favorite things is the collaboration between hot and cold days. So in the winter, I'd open that window and the cold air would be coming in as I'm sitting in my nice warm shower. So
Dude, this is everything we already talked. Like, this is insane.
I told you.
This is ridiculous.
7 episodes of just pure enjoyment for me, knowing that some of my best friends are as into showers. And I knew that you both liked showers, but the ability to put together a whole season of podcasting, perfect.
We've learned a lot about one another, and we've been together even longer than we've known you. And I'm already like, I already feel like I've never known you.
And
You don't talk about it because there's no expert out
Well,
there.
no one
to
talks
talk
about it.
but I think it's kind of this taboo thing because it's usually a moment where you're very vulnerable. Like,
Yeah.
think about being murdered in your shower. It's what makes Psycho so terrifying. It's the idea, or not a Psycho. Is it American Psycho?
Yep.
Or
That's
Psycho.
the last thing I think about, but go on.
But it's a moment where you're very vulnerable. You're completely naked. You're standing under warm water. Your brain is usually in a lucid state of you're in your thought process, and
You're making art.
you're making specific waves, theta waves. Is
You
that
did
the shower?
Listen. You did listen.
This man.
I'm getting goosebumps. We have a listener.
This
We have
man.
a listener, everybody. We have a listener. Oh, thank
I forced many people to listen to it, and I think every other person was like, "Why are we listening to this? It's about showers." And I was like,
love that.
"Yes, it is about showers."
That's actually
So it's a very vulnerable moment, but it's like also a very vulnerable, like personal moment that you have some taboo around because your own sequence, you're taught a very basic form of it, like you said. But like as time goes on, you evolve into your own sequences and your own things. So
Do you think it's vulnerable because you're naked, or because you don't want to admit the indulgences that you might or might not go through? Or
I
might
would
go through.
I would go a little bit more on the range of nakedness. But two things that I'm comfortable about is talking about showers. I love talking about them to anyone who's listening.
That's one of the two things you're comfortable with.
I'm also very comfortable being naked. I thoroughly enjoy being naked. I mean, like when I camp, I like to spend a lot of that time naked. And so I don't know why it feels like a vulnerable moment. I think it's more that like I have no guard up. Like it's a moment in my life where it's like feeling like you're in love, but like for a full 15, 20 minutes of standing there. Like your brain is just in this perfect state of enjoying what you're doing.
That's a great way to put it.
Hold on, real quick. Standing, 15 minutes standing there, and then you said that
I'm a sitter.
you are a sitter.
I'm a sitter.
Oh,
Every day?
not standing.
I would say out of my 7 days, I would say probably 4 days.
Okay.
I'm a sitter.
Yep.
I also, and I'm sorry, I'm jumping around on a lot of different topics.
No, this is showers. Baby.
Hot and cold. This is something that you guys had a week of doing cold showers.
You had some good feedback here.
I'm a pretty honest cold showerer. I like my showers hot on specific reasonings. When it's winter, I actually shower colder. This is like a weird mind trick that I try to do. Some friends and I have done this since childhood. When it's cold out, I try to drink colder drinks. I take colder showers because I want my body to just think, okay, no, we can handle cold.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, I usually take warmer showers. So I'll do more lukewarm showers and then end with a nice cold, about 20 seconds. It has a couple effects. One, kind of gets your body woken back up for the rest of the day if you're showering in the morning. It also, when you get out of the shower, you don't have this breeze of cold because usually your shower is all warmed up.
Yeah, it's like a warm breeze.
It's like a nice little warm breeze. So when you get out and your body's cold, it's like spending time in a hot tub and jumping into the cold. Like it feels good to get out in there. So it's
a hot tip. Smash that button. We missed it. Whatever.
you guys bring a hot tip button.
Do you know? Oh, you only listen on Spotify. Do you know what this is?
Wait, the tip is not on Spotify.
Well, you don't see the red button on Spotify.
You don't see the red button.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
There's a
s-
little red button here for hot tips.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to just
Or
keep
advice.
going with tips?
Well, we
No.
can try it.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. We'll save it.
Because the biggest one that I think you both need to take advantage of, extremely large towels. You both were complaining about like towel size. Well, I think you had a comment
an area
about it.
we lack in. Yeah.
6 foot by 3 foot towel. So my towel stands from top of my head to the ground when I'm just letting it drape, and then it's 3 feet. So like I can realistically like have my towel be about mid chest,
Tots.
covering almost to my ankles.
Yeah.
I mean to my knees. So it's perfect, and that's wrapped around me. And then the other problem that I always have with typical towels, I can't wrap them around me. I'm not a big guy in the waist, but I'm a big enough guy that like it never feels like it's actually around me. So a big towel feels like you actually can wrap yourself up.
Why do you wrap yourself up?
When I get out, I'm also a dryer in the shower, so I turn off
Yeah,
the shower.
of
I
course.
stand there, open the curtain. I don't like the ground all wet when I'm getting out, so take that very serious. Mats, shower mats, are something that should be on one of those experts so-called. One of
That
theirs.
article needs to be. We should write that. We
Oh,
should rewrite
We
that.
should write that.
It would take very little to write it. I
Excuse
feel
me
like
for a sec.
because a good shower mat is part of the experience. When you step out, you shouldn't have to step out on like 1970s shag carpet that feels like there's cockroaches running in it. You should step out to like a memory foam, nice water absorption mat.
For some reason, yeah, that's
Splurges. These were
something that I don't think. I just throw it on an old towel on the floor.
what are you in a hotel?
He's saving money
Yeah.
for his fantasy shower.
You just
He'll
saved
get there.
$400 on your tires. Like use that for a shower head and a nice like curtain and like all these things that make a good
That's
shower.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not lotion. Lotion does not make a good shower.
I'm so glad we finally have an expert on the show. I feel so stupid.
Phone holder. So you're not a technology user. You are.
Yep.
I immediately invested in a phone holder. Make sure that even I have a fancy waterproof phone, but there's just something about being able to still touch your screen, not get your phone wet. If I want to, I can put on a podcast, still answer an email, put on a movie if it's late at night and I'm feeling like I just want to like hang out in the shower for a little bit.
How far does that like cantilever out? Can you just like put it? Do you have to like crank your neck to
So,
look at something, or
I keep it directly under and this goes up to my next piece of advice, my fogless mirror. I keep it right underneath my fogless mirror, which has a shelf for my razor blade,
smash that button?
for my fingernail clippers. I'm a very firm believer in clipping your nails when you're in the shower.
Where do the clippings go?
Go down the drain.
Interesting. Okay.
They'll naturally wash
Doesn't
away.
clog?
No. I mean, how often do you clip your nails?
A lot. I do often. I keep them
Like
Every day.
nice and tight.
every day?
Yeah.
Well, then they're even less nails. They'll
There you go. Yeah.
flush through really easily. Or when my hair is longer. So like right now I'm using a screen that I put into my drain. So I'm cleaning it out every time. So usually my nails go with the hair that way. But the fogless mirror
I feel
is
so stupid.
it's not stupid.
No, I just feel like, why are we?
Welcome to episode 1 of season 3, everybody,
Yeah.
where we'll have Blue give 9 tips per episode.
Well, it's
are
just
gonna change
I'm trying
your
to touch
shower
on all of the
game
episodes
forever.
because like I said, I have notes from all the episodes.
This is
Cup
incredible.
holders. Cup
This is
holders are
incredible.
key, and not for this, shower beer or shower wine. Because if you're going to go down the route of shower beer, it's very specific shower beer. You don't want to go in there with a Guinness. You want to go in there with something that's specific, like good
Busch
chamomile.
Lights, yeah.
A chamomile lager that like has, screw their like lotion that gives you the aroma. Bring in things that like you're going to utilize that have the aroma. So my biggest drink is coffee. Coffee in the shower is magnificent
I bet.
because you can let it
Have you ever done that?
wash over you.
Coffee, yeah.
Oh man, every morning. It's every single morning. It's my coffee mug in there, and usually I pull a Kramer and I just wash my coffee mug when I'm done, so that way I don't have to go down and wash
So smart.
wastewater in the sink.
So smart.
Because that is something that was constantly nagging at me the whole podcast. Was as a shower person, I know I'm being wasteful.
Yep. It's tough.
It's tough, and
Yeah.
I'm a pretty diehard enthusiast of helping out in the world where I
Yep.
can.
Yep.
So it's hard, and so it's why I try to like maximize my shower efficiency. Shaving in the shower, brushing my teeth in the shower,
Yeah.
coffee in the shower,
Yep.
nails in the shower.
Have you done dishes in the shower?
I don't eat.
Ever? Do you know what's a good like on ramp to eating in the shower? A good like first meal?
Little Caesars.
Freeze pops.
Freeze pops. Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
I was going to say Go-Gurt.
Ooh, I could see
And I
Go-Gurt being
hate
good.
Go-Gurt, but that's just because it's self-contained and there's no dishes.
Yeah.
But freeze pops are way better.
Well,
can
'cause-
we delete that? I do not want to say Go-Gurt.
Why?
Freeze
Go-Gurt.
pops.
Frozen Go-Gurt though, it's pretty delicious.
I don't ever want to say that word again.
Freeze pops, because everybody likes freeze pops a little melty, you know, like the Otter Pops where it like starts to melt.
Sure.
So like in a shower, you're getting that natural melt.
Huh.
Man, showers. I texted you one of my toothpaste
What are we
tips.
doing today? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm just running, so you need to stop me quickly.
I never have a plan.
I thought you
Do you have like an itinerary for us?
I have 7 notes, and we've done 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to you.
Did he tell you about my toothpaste tip?
Well, you wanted to tell me, and I said, hold it. Let's save it for the podcast.
This is an age-old debate in our family.
Advice from someone who hasn't made it yet, even though
No,
giving
no,
advice is the easiest thing a human being can do.
I didn't even get a chance to do it all with you, but okay.
Toothpaste. Let's hear it.
So this is an age-old debate in our family
Okay.
because you guys said you do toothpaste directly onto the toothbrush.
Yeah. Oh, you did tell me this.
Oh,
But tell
It's okay.
yourself listening later.
to save the toothbrush, I never try to put it on the bristles because then once it digs into those bristles, your toothbrush starts to get weathered. It starts to get gross on the inside because it's always going to slide in.
You're compensating for the amount of water that you waste by saving the toothpaste.
So if I have my own toothpaste tube,
You could just wash it out.
it'll never get out. Like, you know, the base of the bristle where it goes into the toothbrush.
Go on.
I feel like it ages a toothbrush by months, which
Okay.
already they have a short lifespan.
Okay.
So if I have my own toothpaste tube, toothpaste directly in the mouth, right on the tongue, I'll swish it around my
You
mouth.
heard this?
You told me.
Oh, swish it around your mouth so that way your teeth get coated with the toothpaste, and then
That's
you can
smart.
brush it around. Perfect. Especially when you're in a shower in the dark, you're always going to nail your tongue perfect first time. If you're using somebody else's, then usually what I'll do is there's 2 tricks. I'll either do toothpaste on my finger or very lightly onto the toothbrush and then bite it off the toothbrush. But usually in the shower, I'll go toothpaste straight in the mouth.
It's a great tip.
It's important. Yeah.
Can you go through your shower with us? No one else, none of these viewers, none of these listeners have seen the picture or read the text that you sent us. Just walk us through your fantasy / real life shower.
I'm a pretty early morning riser. I
Okay.
usually like to get up somewhere in like that 4:35-ish range.
Seriously.
Most of the time.
Okay.
I think it dates back to Starbucks days, but also
Okay,
it
sure.
gives you a couple hours of having the world to yourself, like that 4 to 6 range. There's not many people awake. Sometimes I'll get up, do stuff, and then go back to bed. Sometimes I'll just lay in bed, but most of the time I try to get up and do something. So usually our coffee maker goes off at 6. So I'll go and get my first cup of coffee. I'll go set it next to the shower. Walk around, check on the dogs, do that stuff. Go back, turn on the shower. Derobe, put my towel right next to my shower. That's a very important note. So we have a hook directly to the right of our shower entrance. Turn on the shower. Let it get a little steamy. I don't like it to be too steamy when getting in, but turn the heat down a little bit. Put my coffee in. Climb in. If I have to brush my teeth, I always brush my teeth. So I'll bring in my toothbrush, toothpaste, and my water pick. Another huge
Bring it
important
in.
note.
Water pick.
Water
You're
pick.
kidding me.
Splurge.
Write that down.
Have you ever used a water pick?
No.
Have you ever used one in the shower?
Still no.
Only normally. And now I just hate to say that.
Oh man, you don't have to like worry about closing your mouth. You can just spray away. It's heaven. So I'll climb in the shower. Usually by this point, I've taken my mount off, put my phone in there. If it's in the morning, I'll start like a shower podcast, put it back up, and then let it go. I'll climb in,
And you mean any podcast that you actually want to listen to?
I have a laundry list of
Yeah.
podcasts. I just,
Yeah.
You call them shower podcasts.
it's a good place for podcasting. It's your brain is able to focus on the one thing. I try to do either news or like educational podcasts.
I seriously just want to take a shower.
Have you ever listened to a shower podcast?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The Dream podcast. The first time I listened to that one was in the shower.
Wow. In your dream shower.
Waterfall though.
Dream shower
brilliant.
podcast.
Also, and I'm going to keep derailing us. So
Yep.
the duality of your guys' dream showers was perfect. Of
I don't know.
yours had a tree.
Yours has a water pick.
Yours had a tree and could be on a boat. Like, talk about dream shower.
Yeah, but you've already, I don't know, man. You've already done these things. These things exist.
And we can go all the way back to episode 2 of splurging. It comes all the way full circle. It's like the way that you get to dream shower is you splurge. You work on the technology. We have it. We have the technology. We have the tools. So okay, I'll usually start with shampoo. Do a shampoo conditioner hybrid nowadays. So shampoo conditioner, leave that in. I'll brush my teeth then, and all the while I'm also, this is a really strange thing. I don't mind drinking beverages after brushing my teeth. That's, I think, very controversial, and people would
You have to undo the night.
eventually.
I mean, right away.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I'll brush my teeth and then drink coffee.
No, I know.
okay.
But you need to
That's
start
not me.
fresh
That's not
and
me,
then
but-
start drinking stuff.
Thank you. So usually shampoo, conditioner, hair, water pick, brush teeth. Then usually rinse out the hair. And all the while I'm sipping on my coffee, usually pouring coffee down all over myself because I'm this sexy model
a
in the
great-
shower all
yeah,
by myself.
yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you? Like,
It's the same reason I like having watermelon in the shower. Like the full rind.
that was a whole awakening for me. I've never thought of having watermelon in the shower.
Just no remorse. You just get after it.
So then usually I'll soap.
Do it.
I'll usually rinse off. I'll usually, if I'm going to have a sit, I'm usually going to sit and trim my nails.
Do you sit just on the floor?
I sit in the floor with a pillow.
Cool.
I apologize that like you guys can't do this. I can like either stretch out my legs
Oof, duh.
with my back all the way up against the little backing, or I can put my head back on the little backing where my pillow is.
What kind of pillow are we talking here?
It's a suction cup bath pillow.
Wow.
So it's permeable for water, so it can be fully submersed and not feel like spongy or gross.
See, something like that. How did that not make that list?
The lists were
Forget that list.
That's why we
were they
brought an
sponsored
expert on
content
today.
by like
It must have been.
Bath and Body Works?
They didn't reach out to any substantial products. If they did, it's like the only thing they knew apparently. My goodness.
Lotion.
Forget them.
It was 17 different kinds of lotion,
Yeah.
which, once again, very important post-shower experts. That's what they should start calling themselves.
Yep.
Sarah would be
Yeah.
great as a post-shower
Yeah,
expert.
Heather too.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to get sponsored by Nebbia. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they make this really cool looking shower head that also comes with a waistline attachment that sprays you at the waist. Really cool. And I saw this like 65-year-old man on YouTube do a shower review of it, like how to set it up, how to like measure everything out, how to put it up. And then he gave a review and he's like, this thing sucks. It's like the shower of the future.
sorry.
This thing sucks. And then he shows how to replace your old shower head back. So I was like,
And he spends
I trust
10
that
minutes
guy.
like
So
trying.
he's gonna be our
What?
next guest if
Oh
we
my
ever.
gosh.
Yeah,
All right,
it was hilarious.
just let me know when he comes. Like he
Yeah.
can stay at our house and utilize our shower.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great.
Because one of the other pieces of our shower that I'm sure you saw in the photo is we have a rain head.
Yep.
So we have
Yeah. How did you do
dual
that?
heads. So here,
That
splurge,
that was the part where I was like, oh, this is from Google.
splurge, luck.
Okay.
We moved into a house that had this amazing rain shower head. I don't use it as much as Jess uses it. Jess is obsessed with it. And one of the features that it does is you can't really have both of them going at once
Yeah,
just
sure.
because you're removing water pressure, but you kind of can. And so it depends. If I'm sitting in the shower, I like to turn on the rain shower head because then it's like this direct over. It's like laying in the rain. And then you can move around in it more than this
Yeah. Yep.
angled shower.
Yep.
So I'll sit for the last couple minutes, stand up, but I'll turn the water. So, like you're usually sitting at like a 10 o'clock on the dial I
Yep.
guess. Yeah. I'll usually come to like about a noon, maybe a 1. So I'll go back
Okay.
to pretty cold
Okay.
and stand in the cold for, I usually try to give it 3 or 4 minutes. Like I want to like really feel it everywhere cold. And then I'll turn it off. And then my shower is super nice and warm. And one of the other important things, towel warmer.
See, we nixed that from one of Heather's because we just don't care about
The warmth of the
towels.
towel.
Well, it's just once you're done, you're done. To me, but
It's not part of your shower.
no.
But part of your room, of your dream shower, is that the room itself has lighting in a specific way.
Yeah.
So
For
wouldn't a
the
warm
shower.
towel
I
be
guess to
something
us that
No,
counts
you're
as
not
post
wrong.
shower.
You're not wrong in any of this.
No, you're not wrong. But we thought maybe incorrectly that was post shower.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
No, that makes sense. I mean, it just sucks because then that means that 3/4 of her list was not shower.
Well, because we also that's contradictory because we also talked about wetting your hair warmly at the very end so you can dry that off immediately, and that's the best feeling in the world. But that's technically
post-shower?
post-shower too.
Yeah. So when does a shower end?
I guess it's
That's a
gotta
good
be
question.
more holistic.
When
than
you
that.
die, I think is when a shower ends.
When does a shower end?
When you die, I think
Okay,
showers are forever. I think that's a song by Seal.
I have a fun little game
The art
that
show never ends.
I want to play. It's not really a game, but I'm going to.
I'm excited.
There are 7 items here that I've written down, and I want you to rank them 1 through 7.
Ooh.
Most important to least important. I have water pressure, amount of hot water, as in, like, does it get cold in 5 minutes or
Okay.
infinite? Aesthetic, height of the shower head, seating arrangement, lighting, and suds. If you get your pick of, like, you got to have your Old Spice or whatever. So I
can look these over.
yeah, and rank them 1 through 7.
What do you mean by the suds?
Do you just want me to?
Like if like
Like which
hotel
soap?
hotel bar soap or your Old Spice or your
Okay.
your Everyman Jack's.
I am an everyman, Jack.
Yeah, I saw.
That's
I took note of everything that was in that picture,
good.
and I've never used that. Is it good stuff?
I love it. Sean Cooley. I think you guys know the Cooley family. Sean Cooley is a professional athlete for them and had introduced me to them
Okay,
when I was over at Dakota Harvest, and ever since then, it's
and
one
that's
of
why
my
I use
favorites.
it. And why? Because this is something we haven't discussed. And please, go through it while we discuss, if you can multitask. We haven't discussed soap at all.
Are we saying
Which is
one,
kind of telling.
one is top?
1 is top, 7
7
is
is-
something you could go without.
Okay.
What about this Everyman Jack's keeps you coming back?
The scent, and an important note for me about soaps or any like washes is how long that scent stays with me.
Yeah.
I wasn't a cologne user for years of my life because I felt that a good soap will last on you for a little while.
Yeah.
And so Everyman Jack feels like my cologne doesn't have to kick in until like 9 p.m. when I'm
Wow.
starting to care.
Starting to care again. You care in the morning, and then got to care once more.
Oh man, this is tough.
Take your time. There's no rush,
I know, but
but you're done.
I'm done.
Okay.
And I feel comfortable with my answers.
Well, explain it.
So height, number 1.
Really?
I despise when it's a low shower head, and I
Interesting.
feel so bad.
And you are 6
six foot, pretty
6
much
foot.
on the dot.
Okay.
So like a good shower head is supposed to get on top of my head.
Thank you.
While we were traveling this past week, one of the showers in one of the hotels that we stayed at, which I'm usually not a big hotel shower person.
Okay.
I usually feel like they're missing a lot of the things that I care about.
Yep.
More like everything. Go on. Sorry.
Most things, like a good towel is really important to me. And like I don't like hotel shower towels.
Okay.
This had a removable, one of those shower heads that you can take off and spray everywhere. So those are nice.
Yeah.
But it was on a bar that almost went to the ceiling, and that would slide up and down.
Ooh.
So you
cool.
could have it be a rain
up
shower.
there.
Meaning if I was, say, 6'4", 6'3", I could slide it all the way up there
Wow.
and still have a good shower head.
But if you're 6'7" or 6'8", you're just out of luck still.
I mean, I've seen you guys hit your heads on door frames, so like I can't tell you. I didn't go in and measure it, so I apologize. I should have. So height is important for me. 2.
That important.
Agreed.
Though.
Agreed.
Why
I mean,
that
that's my
important?
number 1.
Is it?
That would be my number 1.
Well, it's also I would probably have a different list of things if I was going for like most important.
Hold up, is that not your number 1?
Well, I always sit.
Okay.
Do you?
Probably because of the height of the shower head.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm curious on this. So like, do you sit when you're shampooing?
Even
then-
and body washing. That's weird.
You spend like most of the shower sitting. Like 75% of the shower is sitting.
Yes.
Man,
You suds up, standing up?
Then I can get my
Yeah, me too.
feet easier.
yeah.
I don't know.
See, and we have a shelf in there that I'm able to use for my feet and things. So like,
Do you guys wash your legs?
this is a really fascinating. There was a podcast, I think it was Reply All, was talking about this, and they actually surveyed people. And this is going to sound like I'm going on like a racist side of this, but they actually saw a huge stark difference, like almost a 50% difference between white people and African American people who
Washing their
said
legs?
washing their legs.
You're
Yeah,
kidding me.
it was fascinating.
What in the world?
Yeah, and I don't know why.
And white people don't wash their legs.
No, it was.
Or white people do wash their legs.
It wasn't necessarily that it was like the white people say yes, black people
Well,
say no.
yeah, right.
It was that like a predominant amount of, and I can't remember which direction it was, but a predominant amount of one had a specific way, and a predominant had the other way. It was like super interesting to hear, and it was just one of those
No.
things of like, if I remember right, it was a lot of the responses were, well, my legs get washed when the soap comes down.
That's how I feel. Do you
That's
wash
how
your
I feel,
legs?
too.
Oh man, I take my leg washing very serious.
Really?
I like to wash my feet. I think feet and toes are really important.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like anytime I'm biking or running, my
Oh, so
legs
you
get pretty
exercise.
filthy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I exercise. Biking doesn't count as exercise. It's usually headed to go get a beer, or it's to take beer to a different location to drink it. So less exercise, more shame of trying to hide my vices.
Okay.
So yes, I do wash my legs.
You wash your legs?
No.
Okay, I don't either.
If you had a shower head that was
Feet, though.
7 feet tall, would you sit less?
I've actually never even considered that because I don't think it's possible.
Oh, it's
But
it's
I-
possible.
Ingrained in your brain now.
Yeah. But I probably, I would stand. I would stand a lot more.
So one of the weird things I wanted to do today was invite both of you to come try our shower one time.
I mean,
Let's do it.
we were going to invite ourselves.
Because my belief is that our rain shower would be fine. You could stand under it and
It's
actually
actually
use
great.
it.
I know that you can't in your current shower, Just standing right below a shower head is
It's why
amazing.
height is my number one.
Yeah,
is because
it's
when I can get
amazing.
my face right here and feel
underneath
it,
and just stand up straight and yeah,
magical.
it's great.
Water pressure.
Madness.
Water pressure is number 2.
Yeah, and water pressure in a weird way. Like I don't need a super high amount of water pressure,
Yeah.
but I don't want like dripple drapple on
Yeah.
me.
No.
I want like just a good water pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need. So, and number 2 and 3 were very weird because 3 depends on time of year for me. It's lighting.
Oh,
I usually like to do either natural lighting or some candle lighting. So like at nighttime,
Really?
I'll do some candle lighting. I want dancing lights.
do you
inside of
shower
my
in the morning
I shower in the morning.
and never at night, or I mean,
No, if I've had a long night, I usually like to go shower. Like if I have biked a lot to
Okay.
go have multiple beers in different locations.
exercise, yeah.
Not exercise. I like to shower, and also anytime that I have imbibed on any adult beverages, I'm a very adamant shower. It's one of my favorite places to spend when I'm feeling intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 was lighting, 4 was suds.
Okay.
I find a good soap to be very important for me.
Mm-hmm.
5, I feel bad for saying this, but 5 was aesthetics. And I think part of it is...
Why do you feel bad?
Well, because I think a good-looking shower is a very important note.
So you feel bad that it's so low or so high?
So low.
Okay.
So
Okay,
low.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
and it's just that these other ones feel a little more important to
Yeah.
me on a day-to-day.
Yeah.
But, like, aesthetics of a good shower, like a dark shower, idea of a black shower, oh, magical. 6, amount of hot shower.
Yeah, because you go back and forth.
Because I go back and forth, and
yeah.
I don't mind a cold shower.
Yeah.
I'm okay standing under a cold shower. And then 7, just because I feel like I can do it anywhere, is seat. Do you feel comfortable sitting in a hotel shower?
I give it a good foot wash first.
Do you use the soap that comes with the shower?
I squirt it on the ground and then I
Yeah.
scrub it with my foot.
That was my only thought on that one.
You too?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind sitting in a shower, and I'm usually not grossed out by any hotels. I know how much those people have to clean those things, so it usually doesn't freak me out much.
Do they?
With the pandemic, yeah. They have little cards that go on the doors now that say, "We've given this the 20-point inspection."
I feel like the
I'm-
last thing they would worry about is the shower.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be.
Which is fine. Like I wouldn't. I mean,
It's where it's using your own theory of washing your legs. Like
Yeah.
people are in there getting soap all over everything.
Right.
Isn't it clean all the time?
yeah. Nothing against the people who
No, not at
do
all.
that. So
Do you whiz in the shower?
Yes.
Okay.
Once again, I try to do everything that I can to save
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, exactly.
Firm believer in urinating in the shower. Firm believer in, eating in the shower, to be honest, as well.
Everything you can.
Everything that I can in the
Yeah.
shower.
Yep.
I answer emails. I'll do Zoom calls in the shower. I'm fine with that. But
Really?
I think that goes hand in hand with the fact that I'm comfortable talking about showers. I'm also comfortable being naked. As a child, I actually used to take, when I got my first phones, I used to take them in Ziploc baggies in the shower.
Come
I've
on.
been doing showerproof phones for years.
So why? I don't know if we touched on this really yet. Why did you get into showers so deeply? You talked about
So early.
You talked about when, but you didn't really touch on why.
Avid skateboarding, snowboarding.
Okay.
I've always been somebody who, not exercise. I don't want you to ever say that, but
Yeah.
I like to be active. I like to do things. So I'm constantly sweaty and gross and grimy.
Yeah, Paul too.
I like getting dirty. Like I don't like being sticky, but I like being dirty. And the way that I can start over on that is showering.
he was a visionary at age 4. He was already sitting.
I found that to be
I
an
love
important
that.
note.
I guess I was going to ask. Everybody gets sweaty, and that's a big part of why we shower. Why did that turn, or how
true.
did that turn into?
That's true.
Boom, boom, boom.
Why I enjoy them
Yeah,
too.
your shower is top notch. How did that, and why did that come to be?
It's a magical experience. I used to, I don't know if you guys did. I played with little guys. That was the term that I always used, like playing with action figures, G.I. Joes, stuff like
Okay.
that. Showers were my favorite place to do that. I could come up with the best narratives. I could sit in there and have this amazing world of rainy showers. It was
Just always raining.
it was always this rainy world that you can, and I love sitting out in the rain, but it's a clean, natural rain that I can turn off and leave. So I think it just really goes back to like having an enjoyment for those showers as a small kid, and it just slowly progressing as life went on, and I could finally start to realize that a shower was something I could invest in.
It's a great realization. But your parents already kind of laid the foundation, which is great.
The first thing my dad did, and I think I said it already, but first thing my dad did when he moved into their house here in town was he actually redid his bathroom to redo his shower. And he went through and redid the whole piping and everything on it, because part of it for him, like I said, we listened to the splurging episode, so he talked about investing in a very nice shower head, investing in a very nice knob to turn it on, nice shower curtain, the way that it's designed and things like that. And part of it for him was investing in something that he's going to spend a lot of his life in. So making sure that the tiling and the grouting was the color that he wanted, and making sure that the piping and the shower head specific was what he wanted.
Because you do spend a lot of your life in the shower.
Other than our beds, it's probably one of the few places where we can almost like mark our footprints and show we've spent a decent chunk of our life right there.
Yeah,
It's a magical, magical place.
truly. So you had some notes after listening to... Okay, that's what I was wondering. After listening to our first 7 spiels,
Yes.
I'm curious. I just want to give you the floor if you had anything left to say here about...
Yeah,
our
so
missteps.
the toothpaste was a trick.
Yep.
But the other big things were like tool utilization in the shower. And this goes back to the splurging, but also like what you can do in the shower. I find it so important to have good shaving cream in the shower, and then also a fogless mirror
Yep.
in the shower. They're
mind-blowing.
they're cheap and easy to throw in there, and then you put it on the wall and you have a shelf where you can have stuff, so you don't have a toothbrush that falls off the top of your shower door or wherever you were hiding your shower toothbrush. Also, organizing shelves. The idea of a shower curtain with bags feels grotesque and weird, like little like holders.
Yep.
Ew, what is that? What are
That
you
was
talking about?
That
Heather's.
was one of Heather's things. Yeah.
Oh,
Was a shower curtain that has like organizing like
Yep.
I guess I blocked
sleeves.
that out.
What did she? It wasn't sleeves.
It was Heather. Let's forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have this organizer in the corner that has 4 different shelves.
Yep.
And so they're just great shelves, so that way water doesn't get wet in there or anything.
Water does not get wet in there. It's amazing.
The age-old debate of is the inside of a water bottle
Yes.
wet? Is the middle of water wet, or is it just water?
wet, yes.
Yeah, water can be wet.
It's been solved
Yes.
here by this
Um,
man, Blue Weber.
I don't know if I solved anything. I think I
Nah,
just
you
came in
did.
and
You solved
talked
so-
for
you
a full
solved a
hour
lot.
of showers.
It was good. We usually talk for about 9 minutes, 20 minutes, and we've been here for probably an hour.
Yeah, I apologize for all of the listeners.
No, we finally got an
This is
expert, so we
dense.
weren't just
This
kinda-
information is so dense.
Yeah.
I love them.
I think everyone's a showerer, and the world would be a much better place if
Everyone's a
they
shower.
even if they showerer.
Showerer, yes.
If they even knew what was possible, I think
I did remember.
we would not fight wars. Everyone would be striving to
Seriously.
make an extra $600 this year to do up their
Their shower.
shower.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that government should give out shower stipends
Yep,
for public health
that's
and
the only
for
thing they should
mental
do.
health.
That's like that should be the one role of government.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
Biden would love moving in that direction.
Can you imagine?
My last note: a good toothbrush is something to invest in because it makes just a magical experience.
That's
Just
something that you
adds to the
splurge on.
experience.
Huh.
Sorry, what?
That's something that you splurge on.
Oh,
Is a toothbrush.
so much.
Okay.
I also have horrible teeth, so I need to deal with that. Like whenever I get married, my teeth just like start to like rot out of my head. So
Every time. Yeah.
every time so far in
Yeah.
my life that
Mhm.
I've gotten married, my teeth just start to fall out and
Oh,
I
jeez.
get close to death.
Yeah. Well, this is the end of season 2. Who knows if there's going to be a season 3?
If season 3 is all about showers, I'm in.
Well, we don't know, and nobody knows.
Because nobody knows
I would love
anything more than this.
I would love nothing more than for you to give the last words as a shower expert to season 2.
I don't think I'm a shower expert. I think so far, out of anybody on the planet, if there's two shower experts, you two have done countless amounts of research.
John has.
John, you are the shower expert. You know the history of showers. You've read from the shower experts.
Well, all of our viewers do now, too.
Yeah, but just because you listen to a podcast doesn't make you an expert. You've got to put in the legwork.
Okay.
But I think you are the foremost shower expert that I've ever listened to.
Well, we need to write something.
So my final words for season 2. Just slow down. Whether it's morning, whether it's night. Just take a moment. Climb in the shower. Just enjoy it. That's it.